What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a sensational Liverpool transfer news video, because French newspapers and French media are claiming that Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp got on the phone and called Kylian Mbappe'S dad, his father, in an effort to convince him to move to Liverpool in the future. Real Madrid are also favorites to sign Kylian Mbappe, and this doesn't necessarily mean that Liverpool want to sign Mbappe this summer. Mbappe is still only like 20-21 years old, and he is an incredible talent, and Jurgen Klopp is a massive fan of Mbappe, so he wants to lay the groundwork down. He wants to put in the work right now, so he has a chance of signing Mbappe in the future, so maybe 2-3 years from now. And there is talk of Sadio Mane also being a transfer target for Real Madrid. So in the long term, think 2 or 3 years, if Liverpool sells Sadio Mane, we might be able to get the funds to sign Kylian Mbappe. Yes, Mbappe would cost a lot of money, but Sadio Mane could go for 100-150 million pounds, and then that's not an possible scenario that Liverpool put another 50 million on top of the 150 million that we get from Mane, from the Mane sale, and get Mbappe maybe 2 years from now or 3 years from now. I definitely don't want Liverpool to sell Mane this summer, and I don't think Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp are actively looking to sell Mane. So in this video I will tell you guys the exact report that is coming from France and also my take on it. So if you are interested, make sure to watch the video until the end, and also leave a like if you enjoy these, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news videos. Mbappe's contract lasts until 2022, so 2 years from now. So it's not inconceivable to think that 1 year from now or 2 years from now, when Mbappe is at the crossroads at his career, and I think he will leave Paris Saint-Germain 1 or 2 years from now, it's not impossible to think that Liverpool would sell Mane and get Mbappe, because I honestly think that Mbappe would be an upgrade on Mane, especially 1 or 2 years from now when Mane is approaching 30 years old and Mbappe would be approaching the prime, the peak of his career. So I want to tell you guys what Le10sport.com, a French publisher, said about this huge Mbappe transfer story. So this website is confirming that Jurgen Klopp phoned Mbappe's dad and contacted the representatives of Mbappe for several days. According to this report, information has been circulating around Liverpool's interest in Kylian Mbappe. The winner of the last Champions League would like to sign the French superstar to succeed Sadio Mane, who is a candidate for a possible departure. And this website can confirm that Liverpool are very interested in Kylian Mbappe. According to their information, Jurgen Klopp even took his phone to contact and to phone up the entourage of the French superstar, and Kylian Mbappe's dad spoke to Jurgen Klopp on the phone. The Liverpool coach took care to contact him, the dad, to express his interest, but also to take a measurement of what is Mbappe's intention for the upcoming summer and beyond. If nothing has filtered the conversation, this step by Klopp clearly shows that his intentions. He wants Mbappe at all costs, but maybe not this summer, but next summer, so in the next 1 year. And I think Jurgen Klopp just wants to lay down the groundwork. If there is a scenario where Mbappe decides to leave Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool want to be in the first row, if you like. Maybe not the first club to be able to sign him, because the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona would probably have more money for this transfer than Liverpool. But I can see a scenario where Jurgen Klopp sees this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, would you sell Sadio Mane this summer if there was a chance that Liverpool could sign Mbappe? And I'm saying that 100% if you sell Mane, you get Mbappe. Would you take that option or not, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion. I don't know, because Mane is such an incredible player, and we don't know whether Mbappe would fit into this Liverpool team as well as Sadio Mane. But Mbappe is a hugely talented and also very intelligent player and a very intelligent guy as well. So I think that Mbappe would be a massive success at Liverpool. We just don't know whether he would be that much better than Mane. Is it worth it to sacrifice Sadio Mane to get Mbappe? Right now, I don't think so. I don't think Liverpool should risk it because Liverpool have such a good harmony in their team. And Mbappe's arrival would probably disrupt that, and also his wages would be astronomical. He would be like almost earning twice as much as Van Dijk, Mohamed Salah and other players. I don't want to disrupt Liverpool's team ethic right now, but 1 or 2 years from now, I would definitely do the transfer move. And there are a few clubs in the world who can convince Paris Saint-Germain to sell Mbappe. Real Madrid, Manchester City, Juventus, Manchester United and Liverpool are the only clubs able to not pass on an insane offer of this incredible transfer, like more than possibly 200 million euros. That's what it would take to prize Mbappe away. And the report asks, is Liverpool able to raise that much money? Even selling Sadio Mane is almost impossible in the current climate because of the financial insecurities and the financial uncertainties of all the football clubs around the world. And also we have to take into account the salary of Kylian Mbappe. PSG plan to offer a salary up to that of Neymar, which is 30 million euros net per season. That's an incredible amount of money, and I'm not sure if Liverpool would disrupt their whole wage structure just to get this one player. You have to basically increase almost everybody's wages if you want to get Mbappe, because it would be so unfair if one player earned twice as much as like everybody else in the team individually. As big a star as Mbappe is, how would Van Dijk, how would Salah, Firmino, Mane, the other players react to that? What is very significant is for one whole year, for the past year, Kylian Mbappe's representatives have always postponed the contract extension talks with Paris Saint-Germain, which gives me an indication that Mbappe is thinking about leaving Paris Saint-Germain, and if he signs a new contract, it would be almost impossible for him to leave in the next 2 years. But because his contract runs out in the summer of 2022, that's just 2 years from now, Paris Saint-Germain might be forced to sell Mbappe next summer. And Mbappe knows that if he wants to become as big a player as Ronaldo and Messi, then he needs to move to either the La Liga or the Premier League, so a major league where he can win big titles and the Champions League as well. I don't consider the League One title as a really big title. I think Mbappe needs to get out of France if he wants to become really the best player in the world, and I think that's his ambition. And the report is saying that Mbappe at the moment has no real desire to sign a contract extension at Paris Saint-Germain, so he is looking to leave. The big question is, would Liverpool have the financial means to do this transfer? I think this summer it's impossible. Liverpool and all the other clubs have they are in such a financial mess. Even if we sell Mane, I don't think we can get 200 million euros into the transfer budget, because who would pay 150 million for Mane right now in this uncertain economic situation? No clubs, not even Real Madrid would pay that amount, in my opinion. So we have to wait at least 1 year, in my opinion, to sign Mbappe. But this is a very interesting report that I wanted to tell you guys. And there is another very interesting report coming out from England saying that Paris Saint-Germain would rather Mbappe rot on the bench until 2022 and then leave on a free transfer than Real Madrid to sign him this summer. So it's a very, very interesting article. They are saying that Zidane and Real Madrid are desperate to sign Mbappe this summer, but of course Mbappe's camp are angered by the sounds coming out of Paris Saint-Germain. That's according to the AS, which is a Spanish big newspaper. because Mbappe are looking to secure a departure away from Paris Saint-Germain even sooner. With the relationship between Mbappe and Paris Saint-Germain, that the relationship is changing and deteriorating, and Real Madrid are planning also a big summer move for Mbappe, and maybe that's why there is an urgency from Jurgen Klopp's part to be in the conversation at least. Because if Mbappe signs for Real Madrid, and he will sign probably for a big contract on 5 years, it will be almost impossible to sign him from Real Madrid, because why would he leave Real Madrid where he will probably win a lot of trophies and titles, and they want to make Mbappe Real Madrid's new number 9, the long-term replacement for Karim Benzema. But also, the article is saying that Real Madrid might postpone that plan just for 1 year. So that's why Jurgen Klopp wants to be in this conversation, because next summer, when Mane is like 29, 30 years old, it's not impossible to think that Liverpool would sell Mane and try everything to get Mbappe next summer into the Liverpool team, which of course is a dream scenario, but the fact that Jurgen Klopp personally called up Mbappe's dad, that's a very, very big statement that Jurgen Klopp is definitely interested in Mbappe. And this is what Zidane, the Real Madrid manager, said in November. At the moment, Mbappe plays for PSG. We will see in the future if that changes. I know he always said his dream is to play for Real Madrid. But Paris Saint-Germain's sporting director, Leonardo, was not happy about this Zidane statement. Honestly, it bothers me a little. That's what the PSG sporting director said. This is not the time to talk about dreams of players and all that. Stop it. Mbappe is very important to us, and this is not the time to destabilize him. He is the best young French player, a world champion, one of the best in the world. This is not the time to try to unsettle him. It is the time to stop. He still has 2.5 years on his contract with us. The fact that Mbappe grew up idolizing Zidane, I think that's a very, very big advantage for Real Madrid. And also, Mbappe was apparently a Real Madrid fan as a kid. He had Real Madrid posters up on his wall. So it will be very difficult to get ahead of Real Madrid if they seriously want to sign Mbappe. But we shall wait and see. I think if there is a club that can tempt Mbappe, that's Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, because he's also a fantastic manager. And Jurgen Klopp came out with a big statement saying that Liverpool are not the finished article and we can improve and get even better next season, which is a frightening prospect. This is what he said. We will not change our mentality. That's the first thing. If we will be successful, that depends on what other clubs are doing as well, because they all have a chance to improve things, to do things better. So I have no clue what the future will hold for us, but we will not change. This team is not a finished article. It's not done yet. We have a lot of space for improvement, and we work on that. We have fresh blood coming up internally. Through young players, we can mix things through. There are a lot of things we can improve, obviously, but we can improve it with this team, which is really great. He's talking about the likes of Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Neco Williams, Ryan Brewster, and maybe even Ben Woodburn. There are a lot of great young talent at Liverpool and also out on loan. Jurgen Klopp said this also: life is a constant challenge, and we realize it in this moment, especially because we never faced a challenge like the one we have now. It looks like the situations we had in the past where we thought they are big problems, they look like nothing at the moment. Qualifying again for the Champions League final and not really winning the league because of a point or 11 millimeters, that could be hard, but we always saw it like this. The only way to get something is to give everything, but it's not a guarantee. The boys were always ready to give their all, absolutely all, and try again and try again. Then there are two possible scenarios. One is you lose the final, and the other one is you win the final. You lose the final, there is still a wonderful experience to go there because you had to qualify from the semi-finals, the quarter-finals, the last 16. You have to go through the group stage. You can take so much confidence from it, and that's what we did from the Champions League defeat against Madrid. It was a strange final, and it said nothing about the boys, absolutely nothing. The only thing we realized was we were good enough to cause a few more teams problems now. That was exactly the plan for next season. In this season, we are at the end of April. It didn't start again, that's clear, but whenever we can play again, whenever it will be, we will not give up. in the moment when it's allowed to concentrate on football again for us. We will do that again, we will start with that again, try our best again, we will see when it will be. And Jurgen Klopp also continued, my players aren't my sons, but my sons are now turning 35 and 32, and that's pretty much exactly the same. There are moments when you are a father, there are moments when you are a friend, there are moments when you have to criticize the players. These things are always exactly the same. I always did that with my players and my sons as well. We can have a really close relationship. The closer relationship you get, the more you have to tell the truth to the boys, because they judge you on that. I explained it once and said I really want to be the friend of my players, but I cannot be their best friend. That's how it is. A friend has to tell you the truth. A friend has to tell you what you can do better. A friend has to and will always tell you what is right and what is wrong. That's exactly what I do, but never in a manner that they cannot get up next morning. It's always the same reason. I want to help them. I have no other job. My job is to help the boys to be the best players they can be. There are a few things to do. And Jurgen Klopp was also asked how his tactics have changed over the course of his managerial career, and this is how he responded. Some ideas were always the same. The organization was similar, where I wanted my teams to win the ball back and stuff like this. These things never really change because I just think they are right. But of course, as a manager, you have to adapt your style to the quality of the players you have available. The quality increased a lot in the last few years, not only here. At Dortmund, it was already different to Mainz. At Mainz, it was different from year to year. But it's all about the organization. It's not that I have a fixed idea of how it should be, and then I try to push it through with the boys. It's just I try to understand exactly the quality and skills of the boys and then use that. Because on the pitch, in all my career, was always the same size. The rules didn't change too much since I was a manager. So these things are clear. So you have to try to adapt to different situations. Of course, a lot of things changed. The way I work changed. I started alone. Now I have a lot of coaches next to me. That's all different to how it was. And I think Jurgen Klopp evolved and improved as a football manager, as a person as well. And at the moment, he's just perfect for Liverpool. So let's just enjoy the next 3 or 4 years with Jurgen Klopp as the manager. And I'm really looking forward to Liverpool winning the Premier League this season and many, many more trophies along the way. At the moment, there are plans for the Premier League to restart or resume in June. And also the Bundesliga apparently resumes on May the 18th. So that will be a very good test for other countries to see how the Bundesliga can cope with the resuming of the season. And if they can do it safely, then that will give encouragement to other leagues like the Premier League. And the Serie A is also resuming in the middle of May. So that is encouraging for Premier League fans, Liverpool fans, for football fans all around the world. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.